back here at Baptist Bible College in Springfield, Missouri for the MHEA Lady Eagles and the Indy Trailblazers. Joel, this is a matchup of a game that took place during the tip-off tournament, and the Blazers came back and won that game by a score of 44-37, outscoring MHEA 14-3 in the final quarter. This is a team in the Indy Trailblazers that play good offense and good defense, and this ball's tipped quickly right off of the hands of number 13 for MHEA. That's Julia Nicholson. She had a big game yesterday in their quarterfinal matchup against Rush. Gloria Brewer, one of the hottest three-point shooters you will find when she starts making them. Richards now. This is Stephanie Richards on the right side of the floor. Brewer will drive left. She's also got the ability to handle and drive the basketball. Pulls a long three, makes it.
The young freshman.
That won't be the last time we say that tonight. Brewer a triple. And in the first minute, it's 3-0 Indy Trailblazers. This is a team that wants to be playing for the national championship tomorrow. In the Final Four game, the ball underneath. MHEA trying to win their third straight National Christian Homeschool Basketball Championships Girls 18U Gold Ball Showdown Series Undisputed National Championship.
That's a lot to say.
Gloria Brewer, another three. That's going to clang off the back iron and be hauled in there by Scarlett Guest of MHEA.
She's very much a three-point threat, Gloria Brewer is.
Into the quarter, this is Scarlett Guest again. Tries to throw it into the middle, but it's knocked away and stolen. Brewer hurries it up, gets inside, tough look, not going to get it to fall, and the rebound is corralled by Taylor Thomas. I will say the one thing that Gloria Brewer struggles with is fast breaks, and that's really the only thing that I've ever seen her struggle with is on the fast break. She'll sometimes have a tough time at getting it to fall. However, they have other players that can help with that problem. Racing down the middle of the floor is Stephanie Richards, and she gets stuffed at the rim. Now this is interesting. I don't know who these moms are with, but they're all wearing pink tutus across the stands. That's interesting. In the middle, tough shot there, not going to get it to go. Camille Clark.
Camille Clark is going to be the difference maker for this MHEA team. We covered MHEA yesterday as they handed it to Rush. Now they're in the Final Four, the two-time defending undisputed national champions. This was supposed to be their rebuilding year. You know, to make it to the Final Four.
And a lot of rebuilding they've done.
Yeah, a lot. To make it to the Final Four in your rebuilding year, that's a pretty good rebuild, in my opinion.
This is Nicholson. A lot of these players from MHEA play on other teams that had games today. And so they're a little bit tired. Some of them have played up to 3 games today. And there's an offensive foul that will go against Julia Nicholson, and she picks up her first, and the MHE fans don't exactly care for the call.
Yeah, the refs today haven't really been on the side of the fans much. Of course,
when are they ever?
When are they ever? You're right. One thing's for sure, they have let them walk today.
Lydia Rhodes dribbles left. Looked like she wanted to pull up, drops it off into the middle, kick it out. Brewer's wide open at the head of the key. Stiglitz says, I'll take it too. And Emmy Stiglitz drills it. 5-0, 3.5 minutes into the game. The Blazers, in a way, if you go off of seeding, kind of got put in the easy side of the bracket. After a tough game yesterday, mid-range jumper here from Scarlett Guest goes down, as they were really going to have to play one of either two teams that really weren't even supposed to be in the Gold Ball Showdown Series. Hard drive to the lane, no good. And that's Stephanie Richards unable to get it to fall. And a timeout here by MHEA. 5-2 the lead in favor of the Indianapolis Trailblazers. Joel, this Trailblazers team, very good. What do they need to do to continue pushing this tempo? MHEA is a team that likes to run, but they don't exactly like to be run against. How do you keep the tempo up against MHEA?
Well, I think the way you keep the tempo up against MHEA is you try to get out into the break as much as you can. And one thing we saw yesterday against Rush was the full court press by MHEA was giving Rush absolute fits the whole entire time. So I think what you do if you are this Indianapolis team, you are looking to break the press, and you're going to do that by trying to get out into the fast break and hopefully get some speed going before they can even get their press set.
5-2, MHEA up the floor.
This is great defense right here.
On the left side of the floor, this is Nicholson.
Nearly a steal.
Open three, and it's good. And that's Scarlett Guest tying the game early.
Scarlett Guest has one of the weirdest follow-throughs I've ever seen. It looks like a bird almost, like a crane.
Tough free throw or tough layup there is not going to fall for Skylar Allman. And the Olay chance starting the, I'll say, patented Olay chance by this MHEA Lady Eagles fan base, the MHEA fan base in general. Out of bounds, off of the Eagles yet again. And Skylar Allman will trigger. This is a lot of the same players from last year on a team that won a gold ball as well. Drive by Brewer, float shot all around and out. Can't get it to drop. Guess has scored all 5 for the Lady Eagles. This is Maluski. Ashley Maluski. Dribbles left, had a lane, kicks it out for a 3. Yes!
Ashley Maluski.
Back-to-back 3s for MHEA. This one's Taylor Thomas.
And just like that, they're up.
3 ball from Brewer. Kind of a forced shot there. And it's off the mark. Here we go. Back the other way. Lady Eagles up 3. To the right. Hard drive. Drop it off to Nicholson. Onto the right side of the floor. Drive and kick. Maluski. Shot fake. Guess. A 3. Yes!
Wow.
3 straight possessions and another triple, and the MHEA fans love it. An 11-0 run for the Lady Eagles and the Blazers with a 30-second timeout to talk things over. Well, that changed in a hurry. And if you hear a whole bunch of smacking, it's all the pool noodles that fans bring. So now Dollar General is going to have to start getting in on the action. We have Lowe's and Home Depot that sell all the buckets that people bang on and the paint sticks and all that good stuff. And now Dollar General can get into it and sell all of those pool noodles.
Honestly, a lot of these companies like Home Depot and Lowe's, they make a lot of money this week of the year.
Dribbling left with it are the Blazers. Ball tipped out of bounds and will stay with the Blazers. As getting her hand in there and knocking it out of bounds is Ashley Maluski. They'll throw it in. This is Richards. Richards, good spin, gets an open jumper and won't quite hit it. This, though, is a Blazers team that's used to being able to come from behind, and they've done a great job coming from behind and getting victories this season. Maluski into the corner. Guess, not this time. Offensive rebound, though, to the Lady Eagles. In the middle, first time we've seen Julie Nicholson. There's another 3. Guess misses again. And the rebound to Skylar Allman. Julia Nicholson nearly was able to create another open 3. 3 ball here from Emmy Stiglitz. And she's got 5.
Already, both teams shooting lights out from the 3-point line.
11-8 with a minute and a half to go. Lady Eagles in front.
Gloria Brewer's been silent, only 3 points.
Hard drive and a blocking foul, and she may have just picked up her first. The drive by Camille Clark, and it is Gloria Brewer picking up her first personal foul. Just the first team foul of the game. And to the line, Camille Clark to shoot 2. Front end, good. This is a team in MHEA who knew they weren't going to come in this game and win it by 60 like they did yesterday.
Yeah.
Still a team, though, that thinks they have a legit shot at winning it all. This free throw off the mark, and here comes Brewer. Pushing the tempo. Now Allman with it, spinning. Had everybody looking the other direction. Missed the shot, though. And the rebound to Camille Clark. Miluski tries to push the tempo. Into the middle. Nicholson lost it. Clark. High arcing shot. I think it was partially blocked. Offensive rebound by Guess. Too soft with the left hand. Great pass there from Brewer to get it to Allman.
Yeah.
She advances it up the floor. Spin
Spin.
move into the lane. No good on the shot. And Nicholson the rebound with 40 seconds to play.
Crowd ruckus here at Baptist Bible College here in Springfield, Missouri.
Into the middle, we got a foul on the floor. And they're going to get Skylar Allman for her first.
Already a great game so far. You know, one thing that I have noticed is that obviously MHEA did their homework. They've shut down Gloria Brewer. She only has 3 points here in the first quarter.
Blazers have missed quite a few open shots. 3 ball here off the mark, and Gloria Brewer the rebound, and the Blazers need to hold this for 1 shot. Off the mark for Taylor Thomas.
Oh, should have been a foul, but no foul called.
Hard drive underneath, and all of a sudden you give MHEA yet another chance to score. Open 3, Anna Shoemaker. Off the back of the rim, and with 10 seconds to go, the Blazers another opportunity.
Wow.
Up the floor, this is Richards. Drops it off. Mid-range 2, no good, and the buzzer will sound. And at the end of 1 quarter, the score is 8-12.
I used to think that living with aches and pains was just going to be part of my life, but now I have a secret weapon, real-time pain relief cream. I just rub it in and the pain is gone. It smells great, doesn't burn my skin, but don't take my word for it. You can try it yourself for just $1. Order yours now at tvpainrelief.com. Again, that's tvpainrelief.com. Real-time pain relief. It will be $1 well spent.
We're back at Baptist Bible College in Springfield, Missouri. Excuse me. Got a little bit stuffed up there for a second. Colin Hill with Joel Foreman. We're having a fun time here tonight. The winner of this girls 18 and under Gold Ball Showdown Series semifinal game will advance to tomorrow's 18U Undisputed National Championship. The MHEA Lady Eagles currently lead the Indianapolis Trailblazers by a score of 12-8. And Joel, the Blazers started off hot. They got up 5-0, but since then have been outscored 12-3.
Yeah, they've really just been, you know, I don't want to say manhandled because this is a girls' game, but that's the way it's been. You know, they've been straight bully balled today, held to only 8 points, and when you can hold an electric team like this Trailblazers team to 8 points in the first quarter, that is an achievement in itself.
Skylar Allman will bring it up the floor to start the second quarter.
Now what I'm looking for right here in the Trailblazers is a good possession.
Well, that was good.
Yeah.
2 points from Stephanie Richards, and it's back to a 2-point game.
I really think both teams shot the 3-ball exceptionally well, but eventually the 3 balls are going to stop falling. It's just a matter of which team can keep the pace up.
MHEA found that out a little bit at the end of the first quarter. Hard move inside, but the shot not going to go for Caitlin Thomas, who's checked in to start this quarter for the Lady Eagles. Drive and bounce pass. That's what this Blazers team likes to do. Drive and bounce pass. Drive in right here, and a terrific job by Skylar Allman, diagnosing the defense there. Saw that if she drove it along that right baseline, the defender, Taylor Thomas, could not move, or else that was going to leave Gloria Brewer wide open on the left block. Just great awareness by Skylar Allman on that drive.
Skylar Allman has really picked up the slack for her teammate, who you said is likely going to be a D1 scout in Gloria Brewer.
Brewer is a freshman, but she's going to have to control herself foul-wise. That's one of the downfalls in her game, and she picks up her second right here on kind of a loose ball foul on the floor. MHEA has given up the first 4 points of the second half, and we're even. Nicholson, one dribbling into the corner. Drop it off in the middle, Taylor Thomas.
I really like what MHEA is doing here, kind of a half-court set, a little bit of motion.
Caitlin Thomas in the middle. Layup good. Brewer just not big enough to guard Caitlin Thomas, and she's going to be able to do exactly what she wants down low.
That's the one thing. MHEA is big, and they have the height advantage.
Hard move by Richards. Can't finish at the rim, though. MHEA, 2-point lead, 6 to go in the quarter. Nice spin by Maluski. And a Shoemaker. Taylor Thomas. Hard drive to the lane. Kick it out. Moving to the left side. Nice spin. What a move down low by Julia Nicholson.
Wow. Julia Nicholson is turning it on here in the second quarter.
16-12. Brewer just trying to find any open room at all.
Screen set.
This man-to-man defense that MHEA plays is absolutely marvelous.
You know, it's interesting because in the last game they were mostly relying on the press for their last game. That worked really effectively against Rush.
This game that won't work as well, though, because MHEA has a lot better ball handlers. Shoemaker with 5 to play. Gives it off to Maluski.
Here's where the defense has to step up.
Thomas, nice quick drive along the baseline, but won't get the bounce.
I was going to say that's a great defensive stand there, because if they had scored there, that makes it a lot more depressing, knowing that right now it's only a 4-point game. That could have been a 6 or 8-point game.
And Brewer, after that last shot, comes up shaking her right hand. She's definitely in some pain holding her right hand. Tough drive down the lane. No good this time for Stephanie Richards.
Say for MHEA right here, you want to play some solid defense. Look for a solid, or not MHEA, Trailblazers. Play some solid defense. MHEA, look to pound the ball inside a little bit more.
3 ball from Maluski, no good. They're a team that really is built around the 3-point shot. And you can tell Brewer has something going on with her right hand because she didn't even pass it with her left hand, or she only passed it with her left hand. That's a 3 for Emmy Stiglitz, and she's picked up the slack today. She's got 8 of the 15 for the Lady Trailblazers. Maluski's done a lot of the ball handling bit today for MHEA. In the middle, Caitlin Thomas. I'll tell you what, there's very few players that can stand up to Caitlin Thomas.
Good old-fashioned smash mouth basketball. Down low in the post. A lot of the old guys like that.
3 ball here from Stiglitz. That's going to go too strong.
You don't want to shoot yourself in the foot, and I feel like that's what they're doing by taking a lot of these threes. They're not pounding the ball inside.
Length of the floor pass. Shot here does not fall, and I believe that was Julia Nicholson. They've got both Nicholson and Caitlin Thomas on the floor. A surprise, normally it's one of the two. 3 from Stiglitz. She's open, but can't hit it. Allman, the rebound. Nicholson stripped it away. Caitlin Thomas. Not really wanting your center to ball handle it up the floor. and especially when there's 4 players between her and the basket. Taylor Thomas nearly lost it out of bounds, but will save it back up top. Nicholson to the middle. Caitlin Thomas travels. Fans don't like it, but 60-second timeout will be called by the Indianapolis Trailblazers. We'll see if they take Gloria Brewer out, and they will. We'll be back with the conclusion of the first half after this. Caitlin Thomas travel, and it will be Indianapolis Trailblazer basketball coming out of this timeout. And the referee going over and having some fun with the MHEA fans. He went over and booed the MHEA fans.
Wow.
And I'm telling you, it's just a lot of fun at this tournament.
I don't think the MHEA fans like that very well, though.
Oh, they're laughing it off. It's fun. All fun and games down there. You know a referee would not do that if he wasn't completely sure that everything was going to be fine. Allman, dribble drive, got to the right corner before dumping it off outside.
This is great defense right here.
Lydia Rhodes got inside, tried to drop it back outside. Somehow Allman got it, and one MHE player tripped over the other, and so Allman was left unguarded and flips it in.
That's a tough shot right there with a hand in her face, but somehow Allman gets it to fall.
Just into the game, Alex Reed, number 3 in black for MHEA. 1-point game with a minute and a half to go. Spinning with it, tough shot, no good. And going up top,
save.
A couple of attempted possession savers for your MHEA, but it in all reality ends up falling out of bounds. And here come the Blazers. Allman dribbles it left. She's been their best mid-range option. And out of bounds this goes off of Anna Shoemaker. And will stay with the Blazers. Crossover, kick out. Stiglitz has been good in this game with 8 points. Nice drive, even better pass, and the layup is good for Katie Poore. And the lead is back in the Trailblazers' hands on that left-hand layup. What a pass, though.
40 seconds. Do you think MHEA should hold for the final shot, Colin?
No, they've played too good a defense to do that. Long 2 right here. Off the mark. The Blazers get it. Now, they should hold for the final shot because the way they played this first half, they really want to go into halftime with a lead. Well, it may end up being an even bigger lead because of that layup right there by Stephanie Richards. MHEA could tie it on this possession. Alex Reed throws it off with a knee of Stiglitz and out of bounds.
Big possession here, to come out with a 3 and in the half tied. That's big momentum for MHEA coming out of the break.
Here's the inbound. Hard drive. The layup. No good. The tip back. Good. It drops through. And what a finish for Julia Nicholson and the MHEA Lady Eagles. They cut it to 1, 21-20 in favor of the Indy Trailblazers. We'll be back with the second half in 4 minutes.
As a young girl playing tennis, I always dreamed of winning an Olympic gold medal for Puerto Rico. Entering the 2016 Rio Games, I was ranked 34th in the world. People said I had no chance to win the gold medal. The odds were against me. No woman representing Puerto Rico had ever won Olympic medals of any kind, and no woman or man had ever claimed gold for Puerto Rico. They said just to be an Olympian was good enough, that the competition was too good, that I should treat this as a building block for my career. They said go to Rio and just enjoy the experience. Well, I did. Yes, I can. And with real-time pain relief, so can you.
Back here at the BBC Fieldhouse, home of the Patriots, we have the NCHBC Final Four, the MHEA Eagles taking on the Indy Trailblazers. This is number 4 Taylor Thomas with the ball. She'll hand it off. This is a 3 that is airballed by number 11 Scarlett Guess. Guess has hit 1 3-pointer today, and that's about all she's hit. Looking for the inbound, she'll inbound it. She'll kick it out to her teammate. Great ball movement here by MHEA. That is what they're known for. This is number 10, Ashley Milowiski with the ball. She'll give it to her teammate Taylor Thomas. Thomas with 3 points so far. Very patient movement with the ball, and that shot is up and no good. Indiana with the rebound. This is the Trailblazers bringing it up the floor. Solid screen is set there by Gloria Brewer. And here comes Colin Hill back. Gloria Brewer will bring it up the floor. Your defender falls down. You take the play-by-play from here, Colin.
Well, you know, Brewer obviously looks like her hand looks a little bit better.
Yeah?
She was able to dribble with it there.
It does look slightly better. I will agree with that.
Yeah, she earlier wasn't even dribbling with it, so that's a good sign to see her dribbling with it again. In the middle, Clark, tough shot, no good. And, you know, Clark, one of their bigger presences down low. She's got good footwork, good agility, and it makes her an ideal post player for this MHEA team as Skylar Ullman drills the three at the other end.
Skylar Ullman has really come into her game, and she's really kind of picked up the slack for this Indiana team, knowing that their best player has been dealing with that hand injury. Gloria Brewer.
7 points for Ullman in this one. Julia Nicholson, crossover dribble, gets into the lane, spins, offensive foul.
Oh.
So Julia Nicholson picks up her second.
You gotta love the madness when you have one side of the gym cheering and the other side of the gym unhappy.
24-20, Blazers basketball. They defeated MHEA in the only meeting that these two teams have had this season in the tip-off tournament championship. Skylar Ullman, the dribble drive, tough shot up in between four arms and could not get it to fall as it was partially blocked by Thomas. Drive down low, nice scoop and steal by Lydia Rhodes, pushing it back the other way. This is Stephanie Richards. Gets around the defense.
My goodness,
reverse
what a
layup.
reverse.
Can't finish it.
That's a tough shot for anybody.
Takes a lot of touch and a lot of finesse to get it to drop.
I'm looking for MHEA to go slow here. I don't really think they need to go fast pace, or else I think that works in favor of the Blazers.
Milewski to Thomas in the middle. Thomas back to Milewski in the left corner.
Great inside-outside action.
Nice
what a
left-hand
shot.
floater. Double drop through for Caitlin Thomas. She's got 6 of the 22 for the Lady Eagles.
She's really come into her own. That baby hook shot is a good thing. The only negative when she's falling away, she has no shot of a rebound.
24-22, the lead for the Blazers as that shot's tipped away by Milewski and out of bounds. Stays with the Blazers. Brewer. Hard dribble to the left. Now over to the right. Shot fake from the corner. Back outside again. Also good inside action here. Rhodes. Ullman, the left-hand dribble. They seem to keep stopping before any of the passing lanes actually open up. They don't seem to be getting deep enough to open up anybody on the pass. Nicholson for the tie. Too strong off the back iron after it hit the backboard. Brewer, hard drive all the way. Yes.
Coast to coast.
I think the right hand's better.
Yeah, I think it's slightly better too.
She knocked that shot down with the right hand. 4-point lead. MHEA trying to cut into it. This is Scarlett Guest trying to lob it into the middle to Thomas, and it rolls out of bounds and onto the stage.
A very defensive battle, obviously.
Two teams that can light it up on the scoreboard, but also two teams that love to play disciplined defense. Ullman dumps it off to Brewer, who's going to try and create a little bit of space. Kick it out. Mid-range 2, fake shot by Rhodes. Spin in the middle, back out to Brewer. Brewer, step back 3, in and out. I mean, it went down. Another jump shot here, and blocked out of bounds by Caitlin Thomas. Just under 3 minutes to play.
This has been a very entertaining game, to say the least. Very fun. These two teams not giving an inch on the defensive side of the ball.
They get it into Stiglitz for 3. No, she's been the hot hand in this game.
She really has. Her and Almond, both.
Up the floor with it. This is Alex Reed.
Alex Reed, I don't think got much playing time in the game against Rush. Either that or she just was very quiet.
Didn't get much playing time in the first half either. Kind of an extra ball handler that they'll bring out on the floor, and a pretty good defender. Camille Clark, no shot, a blocking foul on the floor.
And nearly went in. Camille Clark, very dominant post player.
Foul goes against Lydia Rhodes, her first. And the team's first foul of the second half. MHEA back to work on offense. Throw it up to Clark. Into the left corner. Long 3, not going to go, and the Blazers a chance to extend the lead. Brewer pushes it in transition, goes with her left hand. Outside again, puts up a floater, a little too strong. Good decision, but would have liked to see her get a little better angle and put that one off the glass.
Yes, for sure.
It's tough to do one of those straightaway running jump shots. Lofted in, stolen away by the Blazers. Allman again. MHEA not getting very many quality shot attempts. That's part of the reason why they've only scored 22 points. Allman gets a screen. Slow dribble drive. Back out onto the right side of the floor. Put up, no good, and the rebound to Clark.
Such a good game. These two teams know it's at stake here. Final 4. Winner to the national championship tomorrow at Willard.
Clark. And now with it is Clark again in the corner. She gives it to Taylor Thomas. In the middle to Nicholson. Baby hook, yes.
My goodness. She is killing them on the inside.
Nicholson and Thomas have combined for 12 of the 24. Those two post players are really getting it done against the Blazers.
Well, I tell you what, you know what that's called? That's called good old-fashioned smash mouth basketball. Not giving an inch. You know, they're shooting the 3 well, but they love to pound it in the paint.
Hard drive here. Good contest by Clark, but an even better shot by Brewer. And that time she did get the angle and banked in the runner.
Eventually Brewer's going to get hot.
MHEA has hung in this game, never really letting it get beyond a 4-point lead. Nice pass inside, Taylor Nicholson, but she just, I don't know what that was, but it didn't look like the shot came off of her hand very well. Either that or she thought she was a lot closer to the basket than what she was.
Quick quarter, 14 seconds left, both teams with only 1 foul.
Brewer with 10 seconds. Open 3 from long range, not going to go.
She hasn't had her shot today from the 3-point line.
MHEA up the floor. Clark, the layup, good at the horn. And at the end of 3, it's 28-26. The MHEA fans love it, and we'll be back with the 4th quarter.
As a young girl playing tennis, I always dreamed of winning an Olympic gold medal for Puerto Rico. Entering the 2016 Rio Games, I was ranked 34th in the world. People said I had no chance to win the gold medal. The odds were against me. No woman representing Puerto Rico had ever won Olympic medals of any kind, and no woman or man had ever claimed gold for Puerto Rico. They said just to be an Olympian was good enough, that the competition was too good, that I should treat this as a building block for my career. They said go to Rio and just enjoy the experience. Well, I did. Yes, I can. And with real-time pain relief, So can you.
One more quarter remaining in this one. The MHEA Lady Eagles with a 2-point deficit, and the basketball will begin the quarter in the hands of the Indianapolis Trailblazers.
The Trailblazers have played a solid game, even though Gloria Brewer hasn't really been on her game.
And a foul here is going to go against Camille Clark. Tried to poke it away, and you know the MHEA fans don't like it, but that's not a bad foul. If you stay behind at the end of the game, you're going to need fouls up there on the board.
That's only their second team foul of the half. Very clean half of basketball being played here.
In the corner, in the middle, Allman pulls up from 2. No good.
She doesn't miss that very often.
Boy, she had a little bit of breathing room and almost made them pay.
Clark, she's been one of their better hands in this game. MHEA's got to come out strong. Look for some capitalization.
Pull up 2 and a foul from behind.
That's an obvious foul.
I think it's going to go against number 23, Stephanie Richards.
It looked like to me, and of course, just from my angle, it could have gotten an intentional on Camille Clark because it looked like she touched the jersey.
And they don't really ever call that.
Yeah.
First free throw, in and out, as Alex Reed is unable to convert on the front end.
Alex Reed, you know, she's a solid bench player for this MHEA team. She kind of struggles from the line a little bit.
Off the mark
right
on the
there.
second one, Maluski almost able to run it down for the Lady Eagles, but it ends up getting pulled away by Lydia Rhodes.
Big possession here for Indianapolis, trying to make it a 2-possession game.
The Blazers, hard drive to the right, and now turning it out again. This pass tipped and stolen away. Julia Nicholson gonna be contested, but the basketball poked away. Brewer gets it away.
Somehow, some way.
Ball ended up getting poked out of her hands whenever she raised the knee. That's why it wasn't a travel.
Wow, this is a great game.
The Blazers to Allman in the left corner. Hard drive. Tried to force up a shot, no, but was blocked in the process, and the shot would have been a lot closer had she not been fouled. Nicholson, though, picks up her 3rd personal foul. Another foul on her. There's only been 1 foul in this game for the MHEA Eagles that has not been on Nicholson, and the first free throw, no good for Allman. And boy, oh boy, you don't want to see free throws come back to bite you in the end.
We saw that in the last game. OKC Storm barely came out alive because of missed free throws.
That free throw up and no good. So neither one falls for Allman. Clark the rebound. And a minute and a half into the 4th quarter, nobody scored, and it's still a 2-point lead.
I think for MHEA right here, they got to pound it inside.
Clark, hard drive, and ball knocked out of bounds.
I really think that they need to get the ball to Taylor Thomas in the post more.
Outside with it now. Maluski. Kaylin Thomas not in the game right now, but they do have Nicholson in there. She's been their other post presence. There she is. Tough shot.
Oh.
It hung there and didn't go. Saved by Nicholson, but nobody in the direction of the pass.
Yeah,
and it will go back to the Blazers.
She's trying to throw it to Camille Clark because Clark was open, but it's just a hard pass to make when you're swarmed by the defense.
Blazers. Shot fake there. Inside Rhodes. Hard shot. And it bounces off the rim and won't fall.
So far, both teams have the lid on the basket.
And timeout, MHEA. Nearly 2.5 minutes into the 4th quarter, and neither team has been able to score. Just a 60-second timeout, actually. And boy, oh boy, this has been fun. Back and forth towards the beginning. The Trailblazers have been in the lead for a while, but have not quite been able to, come out and exert their dominance in this one. They've struggled to pull away, even though they've had the lead and many opportunities to do so. But on the flip side of the coin, MHEA has also struggled to take control of this game, even though they've been behind. They've had many opportunities to try and tie or take the lead. And, this is a game that it just seems like whichever team has the player that says, I'm going to take control of this game and we're going to win, that's going to be which team wins this one.
Yeah, and then we have some players that are very capable of doing that. Obviously, Gloria Brewer for Indy, but I really think that for MHEA, it's got to be one of their big girls, preferably Taylor Thomas or even Nicholson, who've been down on the post. One thing that Indiana has not been able to stop today is the unbelievable post play. I tell you what, Wilt Chamberlain would be proud to see this MHEA team.
Up the floor come the MHEA Lady Eagles. Trying to tie or take the lead yet again. Dump off in the middle. What strength by Julia Nicholson in the finish, and we're equal.
Tied at 28, and I told you, as long as they keep pounding it in the post to Nicholson, they've got a good shot at winning this because Indianapolis cannot stop her at the moment.
Inside, Brewer tries the answer with the left hand, and it won't go.
Brewer obviously not on her game. That right hand is really affecting her. She scored a couple times with it, but now I think it's starting to hurt her a little bit more.
Camille Clark had a chance to take the lead with that shot. This pass is thrown out of bounds, and the fans wanted a tip, but there wasn't a tip. And they will not get this call. 28-28, their defense has been stout, though. 3 minutes and 13 seconds and not a single basket for the Indy Trailblazers.
How about this? 2 team fouls for the Indy Trailblazers, 3 team fouls for the MHEA Eagles. Very clean game, and now I believe they have their 4th team foul.
Underneath again, Julia Nicholson, and she has 4.
And that's a big foul because she's been dominant in the post.
And she will tag out now. And into the game, Caitlin Thomas. Indy trying to get back those 2 points that MHEA took the lead with. On the right side of the floor, into the middle. Brewer nearly lost it underneath. Saves it out, but a foul and a good call. Clark had her arm and was hanging on to Gloria Brewer's left hand. And gets called for the foul, and Camille Clark with her second.
5th team foul. 2 more, you're in the bonus.
The Indy Blazers scoreless for the first 3:40 of the fourth quarter. However, their defense has only given up 2 points, and we're tied.
Don't you love these defensive grinded out games?
Altman now with it is Stephanie Richards. She tries.
Wow,
has her
great
shot
block by
blocked
Clark.
at the rim. That's a long 2 for Brewer. No good. Rebound tipped out. Stiglitz 2. No good. And the rebound to Caitlin Thomas. Wow. Many opportunities on that possession for the Indy Blazers. They cannot put the ball in the basket. Here's Caitlin Thomas, tough shot, left hand, no good. Gets her own miss and has it stripped and stolen away. Gloria Brewer, 2-on-2 up the floor, gives it up Stiglitz, pulls up from 2, banks it home.
Great play right there. Stiglitz having a game.
By 2, the Indy Blazers. Stiglitz has 10 of the 30. Maluski hands it off to Scarlett Guest. She's been quiet since the first quarter. Caitlin Thomas drives inside, spins, puts it up. Great defense there from Gloria Brewer. And though she hasn't scored a ton of points in this game, has been terrific on the defensive side of the ball. 3 minutes to go and a 60-second timeout taken there by the Indy Trailblazers. We'll pause and we will take a break right here on YouTube Live.
I used to think that living with aches and pains was just going to be part of my life, but now I have a secret weapon, real-time pain relief cream. I just rub it in and the pain is gone. It smells great, doesn't burn my skin, but don't take my word for it. You can try it yourself for just $1. Order yours now at tvpainrelief.com. Again, that's tvpainrelief.com. Real-time pain relief. It will be $1 well spent.
Back here at Baptist Bible College in Springfield, Missouri. And boy, oh boy, what a game we've had. 30-28 in favor of the Indy Trailblazers, who have the basketball coming out of this timeout with 2:57 to go. They're going to look to extend this lead, but Joel, that's been easier said than done in this game.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely been easier said than done, and I love games like these. It's low scoring. The foul count is relatively low, too. These are just two terrific defenses going at it.
It's like a baseball game. It's 2-1 heading to the bottom of the ninth. How will it turn out? Rebound is going to be tipped out of bounds off of the Blazers.
And that's a big turnover right there.
Yeah, missed shot. Basketball back to MHEA. In the first 5 minutes and 20 seconds of this fourth quarter, we've had a combined 4 points. That's how good the defense has been.
And you know, as good as the defense has been for both teams, a score on this possession is going to be pretty heartbreaking for Indiana.
Hard drive, good kick, and nearly a steal from Allman. She laid all out for it, but couldn't get it. Taylor Thomas, that's a long two.
Oh, man. Tough break right there for Taylor Thomas.
And the rebound comes away to the Blazers. Cross up. Allman had the opportunity and she kept going, but she stopped for some reason. Stiglitz, 2 minutes to play as Brewer touches the basketball. Gets around the defender. Clark
oh my
rips
goodness,
it
what a
away in
steal.
the post.
Camille Clark says, give me that. Wow.
And more offensive woes for both sides. Into the middle.
Going right to their
Nicholson,
game.
what a
How about
pass.
Camille Clark?
She didn't even look. She knew where Clark was going to be. And 3 for Clark, none bigger than those two. A minute and a half to go. Time out, Indy.
Wow. Neither
This-
team giving an inch.
This is tournament basketball. What a game it has been. What a game it continues to be. 1 minute, 29 seconds to go. Joel, the way this game has turned out, I don't foresee either of these teams winning this game by more than 2 points.
Oh, for sure. We might have a buzzer beater situation.
We might have an overtime situation, which, hey, sign me up.
We haven't had an overtime game yet in this tournament. I think you and I are due for one. 1:29 to go. What a day of basketball it's been for us. We had a really good 10 and under game between the Dallas Thunder and Noah Homeschool out of Tulsa. Then, of course, we just had that terrific OKC Grand Rapids game. Came down to the wire. Now we have this.
And there it's a block by Clark, but she got her with the body. The hands were clean. Everything else was not.
And that's the 6th team foul.
And it will send number 35, Katie Poor, to the line for Indy. Has yet to attempt a free throw, does have 2 points on the afternoon. The front end, short.
That's a big missed free throw right there.
Indy in this fourth quarter is 0 of 3 from the free throw line.
What a game.
Second attempt, also short. Rebound by Clark. Indy has shot themselves in the foot from the foul stripe. MHEA trying to advance to another gold ball championship game. A foul here on the edge goes against Stephanie Richards, and it's the team's third.
The pool noodles going nuts down below us.
They will inbound it deep into the backcourt to Clark.
You don't want to commit an offensive foul.
Almost was as Brewer was trying to draw it. 1 minute remaining. And a foul out top by Allman.
You know, if you get Indiana into the bonus, the good thing is they have struggled from the free throw line in this fourth quarter. I almost feel like that goes into your favor if you give them a foul.
The inbound, and we're going to have a timeout called by MHEA. Will he go 30 or 60 on this timeout? And it will be a 60-second timeout. Boy, the referee and the coach could not make up their minds as to how long of a timeout they wanted. Huge possession here for the Lady Eagles, 30-30. Another chance to take the lead. We've had a total of 6 points scored in the first 7 minutes, 2 and 1.4 seconds in this third quarter.
I love basketball games like this. This is good old-fashioned, grind it out, tough defense, big body basketball. And I tell you what, I feel like I'm back in the old days. I feel like we're watching an old NBA game between Bill Walton and Wilt Chamberlain.
Sure enough. And for those of you who don't know, neither of us have been alive long enough to see either of those two players play live in person.
Well, thank God for YouTube, right?
That is true. 58.6 seconds to go. The inbound, Taylor Thomas throws it into Nicholson. Nicholson just stepped back court.
Wow, huge.
And
big turnover.
Yeah, I don't know how MHEA can yell at that one. They're saying she was pushed.
I mean, it was obvious. She stepped on the line.
She just turned. She stepped all the way over the line. I mean.
Yeah. Here we go. Do you run the clock all the way down for a winning shot?
Hard drive and a steal. Clark. If you're MHEA, you've got to go try to score. Your team is.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason for you to try and with this basketball.
Whoa.
Great screen. Maluski underneath. They try and call a timeout, but we're going to have a held ball, and possession arrow favors MHEA with 29.8 seconds to go.
Wow. 29.8. Do you think they run down the clock for a winning shot?
And we're going to have a timeout here by MHEA, and that's exactly what he wants to discuss with his team. This will be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here with 29.8 seconds to go. MHEA, Eagles, Indianapolis, Trailblazers. Joel, we couldn't have asked for a better game from these two teams.
Oh, man, we couldn't have asked for a better day of basketball, but, man, you're right. These two teams have played their hearts out, and we've mentioned the defense a lot today, but that's really been the story of this game, how good the defenses have been. I mean, you look at it, both of these teams only have 30 points, foul count relatively low, although the big thing is MHEA with 16 fouls, one more, and that puts Indiana at the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. But as I said earlier, that almost goes into MHEA's favor because Indiana has struggled from the free throw line in the fourth quarter.
However, just one free throw would be huge in this game. Tied at 30 with the basketball. Alex Reed nearly losing it. She's going to be fouled. Not a bad foul as Allman
you've got fouls to give.
But you don't want to make that a habit as you just have one more to give. They inbound it from outside. That's the good news for the Blazers. Looks like they're just telling him to go all the way back court. But they'll get it into Nicholson, who's fouled. That was not good. That was way too early of a foul.
Way too early. And we know exactly what MHEA is trying to do. They're trying to slow down the clock and hold for a game-winning shot. Can they do it?
They get it in. Taylor Nicholson spins, has the lane, spins at the rim, tough shot, no, but a foul.
Wow. Big foul right there. Now both teams that puts MHEA ahead of the foul count.
2 shots coming up for Nicholson. First one, no good.
That's a tough one. You really, really wish you could have hit that.
One more. Nicholson for the lead.
Yes. That's big.
Julia Nicholson goes 1 of 2. Brewer gets it in. Now gets it back. 10 seconds to go. Or actually 11.9. We've got a timeout. And I believe it'll be a 60-second timeout. No, just a 30. So again, we'll keep it here. 11.9 seconds to go. Our next game, another Gold Ball Showdown Series quarterfinal in the boys division between the HCYA Warriors and the Memphis Nighthawks. Joel, this Memphis Nighthawks team is a team that, since they were all 14U players, were contending for national championships. Now they're at the 18U bracket, and their 18U team looks
This is an
pretty
interesting
strong.
Nighthawks team. We haven't covered them yet. I'm excited to cover them once again.
And they'll be matching up with HCYA, whose 16U team has played a tough game in the Gold Ball Championship, but just couldn't quite
Here we
come
go.
out ahead.
31-30.
Brewer with it, with 10, with 9, hard drive, stripped out of bounds, and will stay with the Blazers.
Ooh. Blazers got lucky right there. That'd have been your game. Here we go. 7.4.
They get it in. Long 3. No good. Rebound Brewer. It's blocked. Ball still in there. Put up. No. No time. Game over.
Wow.
The MHEA has beaten the odds, and they are going once again to the undisputed national championship. They hold the Trailblazers to all of 2 points in the fourth quarter. They only scored 5, but it was all, they only scored 5, but it's all they needed. Thanks for joining us. One more game tonight here from BBC. We'll be back with it in just about 7 minutes.